Well, howdy, 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 y'all. Teresa here, and just Teresa here. Bradley went down to go do laundry on this because he need to do some work clothes and, just normal clothes. And the reason he does laundry is because it's heavy and, and to carry it all the way down there and stuff. So he doesn't mind. And then I fold it and everything. So, that's just the way it is. It is November 5th, 2016, Saturday afternoon. It's 12:24 p.m. on this beautiful sunny day. It is 75 degrees, but real feel is 71. That's why I have a Mastiff laying here right next to me, shivering. Let me show you guys here in a moment. I don't even think you can probably see him. Let's see. There's a Mastiff under here. Right here. Because he's behind me. See, there's part of him. He's behind me, shivering and stuff. And then there's a mama. Let me show you. There's a mama right there. There's a missy mama. Oh, baby. Oh, good girl. There's a mama. Her coat, too. They all had baths this morning. Hey, sweetie pie. Oh, no. What a good girl. She wants to be right next to her mommy, but the Mastiff is right here. And I know he's not going to move, is he, baby girl? I know. You probably will just climb right on top of him, won't you? Yeah. So, anyway, that's what's going on here in this household this morning. Are you guys dizzy? Are you dizzy? Are you dizzy? Anyway, the high will be, I think I told you guys, it's 75 degrees, real feel 71. The high will be 80, the low will be 50. So it's getting definitely cooler out, which is nice. So let me get out my cheat sheet. Let's see. I did take a nap when Brad went to work. Not a very long one, but I was just really tired. Because he had taken a nap earlier before he went to work. Remember when I was doing the video yesterday, I said he was napping. I did a partial cleaning. I cleaned the windows and I dusted, but I had to wait because the Mastiff accidentally spilled a squirt bottle full of water all over the floor with the carpeting, and so I really couldn't vacuum, so I had to wait for that to dry. So I'll do that today. I made meatloaf, spicy meatloaf, and what I mean spicy is, I just put in some picante sauce and spiced it up a bit. And I made baked potatoes with it and salad. And then I also did bake some cookies while I had the toaster oven out. I didn't mix them or anything. They were already pre-made, in the little cubes and stuff. Just because I bought them a few weeks ago, needed to use them up and stuff, and I knew Brad would like that. But they didn't get any bigger or anything. I was really disappointed. But, and I also did try that thing where you bake eggs in, an oven or a toaster oven, and what you do is 325, and you do not preheat your oven at all. But 325, and you can either put your eggs on a rack. I put mine in a low fan. I only did 6. And you bake them for a half hour, and then you put them in ice water. So, that seemed to work out really well. It sure was easy, So, that's what I did. I did that while I was doing some looming. I'm going to get out my looming here on my project bag. So I'm working on this hooded cowl right now. And if you see, it's not really showing a true color, but this is that sparkle yarn. This brown from here on down is just solid, And then this is the wool and brown combined. And it makes a very nice variegated pattern, which I'm very happy with. So was working on that. Was watching that new series on Netflix that just came out yesterday called The Crown. It's about Queen Elizabeth and some historical facts and stuff. It's a series. I'm really enjoying it. And Brett had a good night at work. It was his first night being a closing manager, and he did fine, of course. And what else? That was about all that happened. Park was fairly quiet last night. Acorns were popping. I guess the wind really came up. There's pine needles everywhere. I didn't really hear the wind, but those acorns popping like crazy, and they were scaring this big dog. Like, you guys can't tell right now, but I'm sitting forward because he's actually, half of him is behind me, and that's kind of a safe zone and where he likes to hide his head and stuff. So it's just a comfort thing to him. So poor little guy. Like I said this morning, I bathed all the dogs. Outside, just kind of got an assembly line, and Brad would bring one to me, and I'd bathe them and everything, and then I'd he'd take them and stuff, and got that all done. I plan on vacuuming today. Like I said, Brad's doing laundry. And I have no idea what I'm cooking for dinner tonight. I haven't gotten that far. I'm not sure. I might make some breaded pork chops or something. I'm not sure. And then, in fact, I think I probably will. Brad has to work again tonight, of course. He'll be working all weekend. He got over 40 hours in this last week, so. If anybody wants to do kind of a pen pal thing, let me know. I know, like, Angie likes to do them, so Angie, if you want to start doing that, that'd be fun. But anybody else, you write me a letter, I'll write you one back. I enjoy doing that. I do. And there's something just exciting about having a letter from somebody. Or a postcard. And if you're really not into that, then drop me an email. I always enjoy hearing from you guys. Even if it takes me a while to respond, it might just be that I forgot to. If you guys notice, I did respond to comments last night. I sat down and did all the comments and stuff. So, if I didn't respond, I did like it at least. But, because like if you did 3 or 4 comments, then I would reply to just one, So, this morning I was talking with a friend, and I love it when you get inspired by your friends. And I think that's a beautiful thing about friendship. And friendship can literally be anywhere, like clear across country or another part of the world. I was talking with my good friend Michelle, and her husband do a lot of work with the homeless. And they're starting a new outreach thing. And it really does inspire me. It really, really does inspire me. When she and I were talking about, I'm going to be sending her a donation. Well, I want it to be there a week before Christmas. I know I told her I was going to send it a week before Christmas. I want it to be there a week before Christmas. What I'm going to do is take all of my hats that haven't sold, what is left, and send them to her. And I'm hoping to make some more hats in the meantime. I'm choosing to take this time where, my Etsy sales are just really kind of, they're non-existent really. And that's okay, because I know everybody's tight on money and stuff. But I'm choosing to look at this a little differently and not be down about that and say, well, this gives me more time to make more hats to send. Because she and I were talking about one of the things that they always ask for, homeless people always are in the need of too, is socks. So if I was going to say, if any of my friends are interested in making any hats to donate, let me know. Those of you that crochet or loom, and there's no pressure at all. But if you'll find that you like to donate and stuff, I can sure hook you up. Or you can look around to see who's doing homeless work or work for the low income and stuff in your area, or even schools. Some schools will have where you could you can donate hats, because you know those little kids, if you're in a cold weather state and those little kids forget their hats and stuff, or they lose them, you know. And so yeah, I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm not going to be down about the Etsy not really doing much. That's okay, because we've been blessed with Brad getting this job, and it's turned into a full-time job very quickly, you know, and stuff. So I like to pay it forward. And I told her, I said, you know, this really, really inspires me. Really inspires me, you know. So, you know, and that's what Brad always says. He doesn't care, you know, if I sell anything or not, as long as I am enjoying it, and you know, it keeps me busy.
Well, that's, you know, and I see the look on your face when you're looming, and you're just...
I love it.
Yeah.
I do.
You're very content.
I do. I have to. It's almost like my crack, my yarn crack, okay? Because, you know, I sit there at the end of the day, and no matter how busy you are, I need at least even a half hour to sit there and just watch some stupid Netflix and loom.
Yeah.
You know, and that's, you know, my whole thing. And, you know, right now I'm having to be good about it, because, you know, with the carpal tunnel, and it's getting better. It's not quite as painful to extend, you know. And I've been doing exercises and really watching it, but you know, I'm watching this guy out there throwing stuff out in the water, like really violently.
Really?
Yeah, kind of weird.
Oh, I must check it out.
Right over there. But you know, that's my whole thing. That's, you know, my favorite. When the day's done, and, you know, it's kind of like every night I have to read for a while. You know, even if I'm dead tired and I'm just falling asleep, I got to read at least a page. You know. So, you know, I just love loom knitting. You know, and my other topic for today, besides being inspired by friends, is when you know it's time to just give up, when you always have that friend who all of a sudden is always way too busy for you. And I'm not talking about just at the moment. I'm talking about you try repeatedly, and they're just always so busy. Have no time. You know, and then they tell you about going and doing this and this and this that they have time for. And you're like, okay, you know, you just said that you know, you have time to go do this, this, and this. Basically what you're telling me is I'm not a priority at all. And, you know, that's when you know it's time to just give up. There's no sense begging somebody to be your friend. You know, they either want to be your friend and they want to make a small little bit of time to you know, to answer a message or a text or something, or they just don't.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's a sad thing, because sometimes we often think we have friendships that maybe we really don't. And, you know, but you just got to let go, and, you know, if they ever decide they have time, great. If not, you know, but there's no sense chasing, well, I say chasing your tail, so, you know.
Yep.
But, like I said, we don't really have any plans this weekend. We, for us, this isn't really the weekend. It's kind of like middle of the week, really.
Yeah.
So we don't know when Brad will have another day off, you know.
Well, you know,
they're having a few problems with help and stuff, so.
Yeah. Well, I went from bottom of the totem pole to second from the top, seniority-wise, in a matter of 3 weeks.
Yeah, you did.
Lost that much help, and
so it's been a big adjustment for both of us, because you guys know when he first started this, he said it's going to be part-time. And I don't know how long this man has been saying he's not going back into management. And I kept going, yeah, you will. And I'm like, you might as well, you're bossy. You know, it just comes naturally for him. And, you know, yeah, it's been a big adjustment. A lot of times I'm pretty sore at night too, because, you know, with him going back to working full time and stuff, that means I'm doing a lot more stuff around here, which is only the right thing, and that's the way we've always rolled. But yeah, it's been an adjustment, and it's been hard on me, and I know it's been hard on him, and it's just because we really do love each other's company, and you know, I got spoiled that he was home for you know, about 6 months, and you know, now my best friend is at work all the time. But so many of you guys keep me company at night and stuff, you know, with your text messages and your Facebook messages. That's the best time to chit chat with me, is at night, you know, because he's at work. I've always tried to do this where, you know, if he was at work and stuff, that when he's off, I'm not, you know, involved in big phone conversations or you know, text messages. What?
I was going to ask you a question. I didn't know if you want me to do it on the video.
What?
About the eggs last night that you cooked.
They're in the door, babe.
Oh, okay. So it turned out?
I don't know. You want to unpeel one while I'm on here so we can see if it turned out?
I've got one.
I was telling about that, because what you do is you do 325, honey, in a toaster oven or an oven, and you don't preheat. No, it's in the, oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You cook them for a half hour, and then you put them in ice water.
Okay.
So, you know, I thought since I had the toaster oven, I might as well cook a bunch of stuff, because we don't have the toaster oven sitting out all the time. We moved the dish rack over to the stove. You know, the stove has one of those metal things that slides over the burner and folds down. So we always have the dish rack with clean dishes on it, and then I have other stuff on the other side, so which is right over here. So I can turn you guys and show you guys. I always have, you know, drinks and paintbrushes and assorted stuff. So this is where I have to move all this when I put the toaster oven. And that way, too, you don't accidentally, you can't run the toaster oven and the microwave at the same time. You'll trip a breaker. So that works out well, because I unplug the microwave to plug in the toaster oven, and that way that does not happen. But yeah, I figured since I had to get the toaster oven out and everything, I might as well try to, you know, just bake a bunch of stuff. And I thought, well, okay, I've been wanting to try that anyway. And then I saw another gal I subscribed to had just done it, and I thought, oh, well, I'm going to try that. So he's peeling it right now. I'm not going to show you guys him, because he's not wearing a shirt, and he would not want me to show, even though he looks just fine, but he wouldn't be real happy with that. Is it coming, feeling okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Maybe you can cut it open. I like to keep boiled eggs on hand if I can, especially for him being a diabetic, if he needs a quick shot of protein or whatever, you know. Don't forget, we got orange juice in there too, huh?
Oh, I was leaving that for you.
Well, you can have some.
I can?
Yes.
Thank you.
You gotta cut it open.
Yep.
Let me just cut it open. And voila. Perfect. That's great.
The only downside I saw was when you put them in the fridge.
Yeah.
You didn't make sure they were all the way in the door.
I know, and one smashed. But anyway, I'm going to eat it.
Okay, why don't you eat it?
So, we'll see how. The boiled egg? Yep.
Okay, cool.
So, remember, I love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship, and I think you guys are awesome, and say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.